Yes. Yeah. Good evening, all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, right? Whether the screen is visible or not? Yes. Yeah. So yesterday just we had an introductory session, right? So I was just briefing like why Python. So just I'll take 5 minutes what we have discussed in the last day session, right? So Python is a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. That's the reason we call it as general purpose programming. Multi-programming features, what all the features we see in different other programming languages, all the features we see in Python, like that's the reason we call Python is a hybrid language. It's a high-level language, easily understandable, portable, and can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Interpreted language. Python is an interpretation language and user-friendly programming language. It is a user-friendly programming. Yes. So general purpose programming, multi-programming features it has got. It's high-level language and interpretation language, statement by statement execution, right? And user-friendly or programmer-friendly, which provides simple syntaxes, right? Which look like normal English statements. Okay, so just observe this. Two types of languages, low-level and high-level languages. Low-level languages like assembly level language or machine level languages, right? They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are machine dependent. See, they cannot be, the code cannot be carried from one system to another system. They are not portable. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. And they are not human understandable, right? Yes. Right. So, but high level language like Python, right, looks like normal English statements. They are human understandable, they are portable, and machine independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Python has got a procedural oriented programming features like C language, has got like object oriented programming features like C++, Java, has got like scripting features like shell script, has got like modular programming features like modular 3, right? 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environment. Okay. So two major programming languages, Python and Java. But the Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, you cannot write a Java program or application. But using Python, we can use any of these features. And Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries, writing automation scripts, and thousands of model Python has got for different environments. For data science, separate modules, Python modules are provided. For even for big data, separate modules. For testing, separate module. For networking, for operating system, for each and every database, separate modules Python is providing. For MySQL, for SQLs for server, for Oracle, For each and every database, separate module. For each and every file format, Python is providing a separate module using which we can read data, write data into this. For mathematical operations, for statistical operations, for generating graphs, any types of graphs we can generate by using Python. In today's session, I'll be showing you how simple generating graphs in Python with some examples, right? And what kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. Python mostly used in developing web applications today. The rapid speed you can develop a web application using these frameworks like Django. It has got many flexible features. It has got its own database, has got its own application server, right? Okay. Automation applications using technologies like data science, IoT, and DevOps, right? Yes. So data science. So if you talk about this machine learning, deep learning, right? All the techniques, machine learning, deep learning techniques to implement or to code, we require a language. Python is the mostly chosen, mostly used programming for that. Even for writing automation scripts in this IoT, DevOps, robotics, right? Python is mostly preferred even for big data, for huge data storage and processing. Currently, we have got big data tools like Hadoop, Spark, very high speed processing, right? Implemented by using Python, PySpark, we say. Even for scientific applications, we've got CP, scientific Python. For numerical analysis, we've got NumPy, numerical Python. For graphical user interfaces like TK-Inter, PyQt, for game development, we have got Python providing separate frameworks for developing single user, multi user online games like that. Frameworks like Pygame, PyQuara, and 3D rendering library like PySci for 3D games, for testing or for test cases, for scheduling tasks, for software development, Python is preferred. For business applications, for developing e-commerce website, Python is one of the best choice. For database applications, there is no web application without a database. You can connect with any database. For networking applications, Twisted Python, the framework of Python given by for network applications or for network programming. For web scrapping data from different sites like URL, PS4 are some of these examples for this. Embedded applications, the most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. CAD applications are 3D CAD applications, right? CAD are 3D CAD applications, right? And audio video applications. The many audio and video applications developed today by using Python. Computer vision for face detection, for object detection, color detection, for these kind of projects, right? Python is preferred. For data analysis, for robotics, for desktop applications, single user console applications, right? Python is preferred. So the companies using Python, the top application built using Python. Google using Python for its web search system. Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Facebook using Python. Instagram built using Python. The reason for Instagram for using Python features. NASA using Python for its research and activities. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python and machine learning. Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox, they are built using Python. Netflix using Python for its security automation and kind of subscription related things, right? Yes. Massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. BitTorrent using Python. Hardware testing companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they are using Python for hardware testing purpose. So this is what we have discussed in the session. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got great suddenly why it is super popular? Very less coding, not even one-fourth coding compared with other programming languages. Simple syntaxes given by Python as compared with programming languages. Interactive mode, we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response. Multi-programming features. So all the features we see in different other programming, so all those features we see in Python. wide varieties of applications, right? Like just now I discussed a lot of applications, right? Different types of automation applications, web applications, gaming applications, animation applications, networking applications, right? Many built-in libraries, 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environments, right? So these are the reasons which makes it super popular, right? And raise discussion, right? So Python comparison with other programming language. Python comparison with other programming language. I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. Just compare how simple the Python statements as compared with other programming. People from non-programming, at zero programming, you can just check, right? How simple the Python statements. 100% you'll be understanding, right? What are the Python statements as compared with, but not even one-fourth coding I'm saying as compared with other programmings, right? So a task accepting two values from the user keyboard, and performing addition right? Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. First, I'll write using Java. Right? Later, I'll write using Python. So if you have got knowledge on Java, right, you can just check with this following code. Import java.io.star class sample. Public static void main. Input stream reader. A new input stream reader. Input stream reader. New input stream reader. Buffer reader. System.out.println. Enter the first number. Enter the first number, whatever number you are entering, right? taken a string format. By default, whatever number you are entering by default taken as string. Now I need to convert to into integer by saying integer dot parseInt, integer dot parseInt. System dot out dot println, enter the first number, br dot readline, integer dot parseInt, say these three lines, right? Again, I'll say for enter the second number. Finally saying system dot out dot println. I plus j. You can also use scanner classes for this. So I'm closing this, closing this. I'll just take 2 minutes in showing the execution in both Python and Java. Just this is the code. I'm copying this to a separate notepad. Yes. I'm saving it. I'm creating a separate folder for this batch within the C drive. Python 9 p.m. batch. Within this Python 9 p.m. batch. Sample.java. I'm saving it as sample.java. Save it. Now go to the command prompt. So here cd slash come out of this existing path, cd change your directory to this Python 9 p.m. batch where I'll be saving all my program codes. Now Java C. If any errors are there, it will display the errors here. If no errors, we can execute the code. So yes. So here br.readline L capital L capital L in uppercase readline string aux here as also this thing string aux s also should be in uppercase. Now again re-execute. Only they should be in uppercases. Re-execute for read line. It's not saved. br.read line. Read line. br.read line. Yes. Now there are no errors, right? Now say Java sample. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Sum is what? 30. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Sum is 30. Okay, I don't know how many of you understood this code, right? Yes, it looks little complex to understand, right? This one, in every statement, you got some complex word. What is class? What is public static requirement? What is IO exception? What is input stream reader? What is buffer reader? What is read line? What is parse int? So in every statement, You got some complex word. And that too, you can see that code in 12 lines, 10 to 12 lines of code, right? Okay. The same task I'll implement in Python, not more than 3 lines. That too with simple statements like normal English statements, right? Directly I'll open this Python shell and write the code in that. In the next class, I'll be showing you the installation of Python, downloading, installing the executions, right? But now check this. Just I want X value, Y value I want. Using input function, you will be inputting the value of X, enter value of X. Okay, try to input the X and try to input the value for Y. No need of all the unnecessary statements as we see. Print X plus Y, enter X value, Y value, print X plus Y. That's it. This is the code in Python. For the task, what we have seen in Java, right? Lot of words people from zero programming or non-programming, if you see that code, it's not understandable. Here it's easily understandable what happening in each state. In the first line, you are entering the value of X, whatever value entering that is stored in X, Y value of Y be stored in print X plus Y. Okay, this is I'm storing in this Python 9 p.m. batch, right? Test1.py, any name with .py extension, right? But here also in Python, just like Java, whatever you are entering taken as a string, we need to convert into integer by saying int. Keep this entire statement in the int. Later I discuss about this typecasting, but as of now, this entire thing is. But in Java, we say integer dot parse int, but here just to say int. Before assigning to X, convert into integer and assign. Convert into integer and assign, right? Yes. Run this, run module. Enter value of X 10, enter value of Y 20, sum is 30. Simple coding, right, in Python. Easily understandable. There's no complex word here. One more example to make you understand, right? Observe, right. For example, I'm taking some group of values 30, 10, 40, 20, 50. Print this X means print as it is. So think that you like 100 transactions happened, you are storing as part of this list. This square bracket means we say it as list. You want to know the total revenue generated for these 100 transactions, which is the max transaction in that, which is the min transaction in that, total number of transactions. To count that, print len of X. Len of X means it length of that number of elements. Print, if I want to know the max one, just say max of X, which is the max element in this 50 X. Even if you got 100 elements also, right? Which is the max. For min of X, no need to write any code like other programming. You want the total revenue, or if you want the total sum of 30 plus 10 plus 40 plus 20 plus, print the sum of X. Take this test 2.py. I have to arrange all this in the particular this output once. Yes. Run this. Can you see the number of elements? My max is 50, min is 10. Sum of all these values 150. Sum of all these values 150. I want to arrange all the elements in ascending order. Arranging all the elements in ascending order. Check it. You got in ascending. Check it whether you got in ascending or not. If you want in descending order, there is no separate functionality, but same thing sorted of X, but you will get in ascending, right? If you want in descending, by default, you get the output in ascending. The ascending, you reverse it. You will get in descending order. You reverse it to true. One ascending, the ascending. Yes, sir. Bharat, right? Can we write the Python code in the notepad? Yes. Thus, we can write within the notepad and you can execute. Yes, we can create a .py file and create and execute. In the next class, I'll be discussing different ways of executing Python statements.
Okay.
Using IDs, using editors, you can, using IDs, you can.
Purely notepad, right?
What is it? Notepad also. Notepad also, you can create a .py and you can execute.
Now I'm saying you are using notepad only, right?
This is not Notepad. In Notepad, you won't have this run module like this.
Okay. So this is one.
This Python given ID.
Okay.
Whenever you install Python, you will get this thing, right?
Okay. Okay. Right.
So where you can run here itself and you can execute here itself. But
Okay.
Notepad is not a Python related, right? It's a normal text editor.
Okay.
So here you can see this ascending. If I reverse it, you will get in descending. Check it. You got in descending. Is my voice low? Can anyone please confirm?
It is okay. I think for me it's okay. I think.
Fine. So if I want to add a new element to this, if I want to add a new element to this, right? X dot, I want to append a new element. I want a new element 60. Yes. Yeah, I have appended. Check this. A new element 60 got added. Like normal English statements only, right? Sum, max, min, sorted. Append. A new element 60 got added. You want to remove an element of 40 from this. So the X list, I want to remove which element 40. That's it. 40 gets removed directly. In this way, many functions are there. Modules are there. Inbuilt modules, inbuilt functions. Given by Python, thousands of modules, thousands of functions Python is providing. So 40 got removed, right? Yes. We want to see lots of modules in Python. I'll say one commonly used module, math module. You want to see what is within this math, right? dir of math. Dir of math displays all the diagram of this math. Run module. All the parts of this math, right? Pi, power, rod, radians, reminder, right? Mod f, science, and there is a variable like key, there is a variable like pi. I want to print math within the math, there is a variable like pi. Within the math module, there is a variable like e. I want to print these values. Math dot pi, math dot e, right? Yes. Run module. 3.14. 2.1, right? Yes. For example, there is a square root functionality. For example, you don't know how to use this, how to work with the particular functionality. I want help. In Python, just like print function, you got help function. Help on math dot. Within the math, sqrt, I want help on this. Python gives you the general format. It is going to help you with this syntax. Help on built-in function square root in the module map clearly saying the square root, provide one value. It is saying clearly the square root of it. It is going to the square root of that. Here it is saying provide one value math dot sqrt provide one value 16. If you are providing one value, it returns the square root of 16. What is the square root of 16? 4. Can you see square root of 16 is 4? One second. Just a second. Similarly, just like print function, it's about help function, it's going to help with the syntaxes. Any other function like POW, you don't know how to use this POW power function. Help on math dot POW, right? Yes. This POW help on building function POW in math. POW, it is asking to provide two values. It returns x to the power of, it is possible in Python. Clearly it is saying x to the power of, it is asking you provide values, return x to the power of 5. So math dot POW 10 comma 3, 10 to the power of 3, right? 1000. So this way you can get help on one by one functionality. So 1000 is the output. I said generating graphs in Python is also very simple. You see any complex words here? Not even a single word. Directory of math.py, math.t, math.square, help on this. Even generating graphs without any knowledge in Python, we can see how simple we can easily understand generating graphs. For generating graphs, we have got a module called matplotlib. This is the module for generating graphs. Within this, we have a functionality. See, every time we need to say math. Also, every time we need to use this. Instead of using this very big name, I can use alias name, shortcut name, right? As P or PLD. So I'm using PLD. So here we have got plot function to plot x and y coordinates, right? So to plot a graph, we require list of x coordinate values and y coordinate values. Think one to have x coordinate values, some random values I'm taking, the x coordinates. Similarly, coordinates like 5, 7, 4, I'm taking some random values. Now that's it. Plot a graph. That's it. A graph will be generated. Just 2 lines. Plotting x, y coordinates and PLT dot show. Run module, right? A graph is generated. Just 1 minute. So a graph is generated in this way. See the values. For 1, 5. For 1, it's showing 5. For 2, it is 7. For 3, 4, right? You got a solid graph in blue color, but I doesn't want blue color. I want different color. And that way I doesn't want solid graph. I want some dotted style. Just to give comma at the last and give. Now you will get the dotted format. And color I doesn't want blue. I want some different like green color. I want very simple like normal English statements. In this way, many styles you can apply to the graph. You can see in green color and that too dotted format, not like solid graph. Even instead of plot, if I give bar here, bar graph will be generated. If I give HST here, histogram will be generated. If I give pi here, pi graph will be generated. If I give scatter here, scatter plot will be generated. In this way, we have got simple functions for generating graphs also. One example, like I'll show for generating a pie graph. How simple generating a pie graph here. For example, I want to like how mobile sales of a particular product sales, like mobiles, sales of mobiles. So the names of the mobiles like Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, OnePlus. You got some names of the mobiles. August sales are like Samsung 45 sales, Vivo 15 sales. So these are the assets. Now I want a pie graph to be generated. Just say PIE. Based on August sales, I want a pie graph. And in the output, I want some labels. Labels, nothing but take the mobiles names only as the labels, right? So do you see any complex word here? Mobile names, sales, a pie graph based on the girl sales, some labels as mobile name. Let's check this. Run model with different colors. A pie graph generated by default. You can check it here. Samsung has got more sales. Next, Oppo has got more sales. Vivo, OnePlus. In this way, generating graphs very simple right here. So these are sample examples. I showed you the coding of Python, how it looks like. So yes, check this course content right from that ground level. In brief, we'll be discussing Python basics, operations, operators, IDs, flow controls, loopings, strings, collections, Python lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, modules, packages, errors and exceptions, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts, regular expressions, database connections, installation of one database, Python data and time module, OS module, advanced concepts, graphic programming, Excel workbook, data analysis, introduction to this data science, Pandas module in brief, NumPy module, Matplotlib module in brief, right? These 30 topics for Python core in advance. Around 2 months will be the duration for this. 5,000 is the cost fee for it. Django framework, people who want to fight the full stack. Django frameworks, Django installation, project creation, project architecture, application creation, reviews, templates, submit models, right? Apart from the technologies, HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript, and MySQL, everything is going to be discussed. Check this, right? Yes. Python core and advanced, like nearly 60 to 70 hours. 2 months duration, 5,000 is the course. UI technologies, HTML, CSS, Java, means Python. And for UI technologies, Django framework, Flask framework, MySQL, and a project.
Sir, what is Python GUI? Is there anything Python GUI?
Yes, I said right here. You can see GUI. GUI program, graphical user interface.
Interface, okay, okay.
Graphical is a graphic programming, right? Where we'll be discussing TK intermodule in that. So topics from 2 to 6 also, it takes nearly 70 hours. Python 70 hours, framework 70 hours, totally 140 hours. 2 months and 2 months for this, totally 4 months duration for Python full stack. People who go for 5,000 for Python, 7,000 for this, right? Total 4,000. But total package, if you are taking full stack package with a single payment, it's 10K. The timings of this batch, I think if 1 week, it will be at 9 p.m. Later, it will be from 8 p.m. 8 to 9. Offerings from my side, you'll be getting each and every session soft copy of this class notes. Means clear note everything else. Assignments and tasks, WhatsApp group technical sessions, resumes and interview questions, all sessions, right? For normal sessions, once we start, right? For every statement, I'll be typing, be responding, right? That is Python interactive mode. 300 plus code examples will be discussed as part of this course. 15 plus applications will be developed here. There's one more package like big data analytics. I handle data analytics, data engineering. There's a package like Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and Python. This core in advanced 2 months course. This Python anyhow, you will be attending from Monday to Friday. This batch and batch of mine. But this will be the second batch. On Saturday and Sunday evenings, right? You'll be having classes on this maybe for 12 weeks. 15,000 is supposed to be covers all this Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and Python. This Saturday, there is tomorrow for 30 days. You can check the demo, right? Yes. There's the contact details of the online team. The duration of the class daily 1 hour from Monday to Friday. If anyone, if you miss the session, I can see the demo one. That's the session from I can check it's demo one, right? The link for today.
So this 1 hour is enough because 30 days I mean Saturday we are having so total time Sunday.
One second. So not all Saturdays, some Saturdays I'll be taking bigger sessions. I'll be intimating you, right? So around 2 months, some days are like 10, 15 days, like you go around
Okay. So 20 February started means March 20, April by April we will be able to finish.
See, one thing, I'll also take Python in 2 weeks, 10 days.
Okay.
I also need Python in 2 days for this proper trainings. 1 day code Python, 1 day advanced Python. So we cannot measure the subject, right? It is a language. Yes. So it keeps going like around 2 and a half it goes.
Okay.
Some sessions like Saturdays, I'll be taking some sessions. So if you're going out of time, I'll be taking some bigger sessions, right? I'll be intimate about that.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, but
Yeah, sir. So the topics, how detail we'll be studying them, like the object-oriented programming and all.
so the only one I provided are the of it, like we'll be discussing in brief about all this.
Okay.
So totally the day of course, right? So I said it's not like 45 hours course, 70 hours course per bike. So it's not like other programming language, 1.5 months like with 45 hours. 70 hours will be spending, you'll be getting in brief knowledge about all this.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
I will be discussing question-oriented Python, object-oriented Python, modular programming with Python and scripting, right? So all this will be covered as part of this.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So
So
how the class notes are like you will be teaching, but the place, however you need to write down the concepts.
so
like,
here, okay. So whenever we go for that, yes. everything I'll be typing and showing you. That nothing that pre-written things and explaining that we won't see. Everything I'll be step by step I'll be typing and showing you. If any queries, then and there you can ask, unmute yourself, and you can ask then itself. You can make a note of your. Anyhow, I'll be forwarding all these notes, right? But if you make notes parallel also, it's fine. Anyhow, I'll be providing these notes.
Okay, sir. Okay. Is there any book to refer, sir? Basic.
See, one second. Whatever notes I'm forwarding is more than enough, right? If you're able to see this. 1 second. This is any notes of this and total notes for topic wise, folder wise, we'll be getting in this way. 30 topics I said, more than those.
These are concepts, sir, or with the programs it is inside?
Yes, everything.
With okay.
In this, it will be there, right? Everything will be included in that. For
Okay,
example,
sir.
any topic, if you open, right, you can see this course.
Yeah.
That to whichever you want, open and check.
Class notes, then the examples. Okay.
If you open anything, right? Yes, this is SQL operations, creating a database, updating operation, delete, filtering, table merging, order by, inserting, exceptions, transaction management, database connecting to Oracle. Like in this way, you can open whichever you want. Connecting to Oracle, you can just open this. Merging tables, eliminating. In this way, again, this is just folders. In this, you'll be seeing a lot of other things. You see, in object-oriented programming, someone asked part 1, part 2, part 3 in this way. Oops, encapsulation, oops, abstraction, inheritance to polymorphism. In this way, pandas. This way. Fine.
Sir, I saw some networking programming or something. It is there like a server to client communication. So I'm working in Linux. So if I need to do automation, server is there. I want to push some of the packages or something to the clients. So that one, have any concepts, sir? Are you covering any?
That is network programming that is not included in that. This.
Oh, okay, okay. Understand. Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So next class will be on Monday. Tomorrow there won't be any class. Monday to Friday classes will be. Next class will be Monday, same timing at 9 o'clock using the same link. So Monday we'll be seeing with the actual things, right? Python software foundation, Python downloading, Python installation, different modes of execution, like interactive mode, batch mode, working with editors, working with IDs, right? I'll be showing you the step by step how to download, how to install them, right? Okay. So if I'm done with your queries, there are no other queries, I'll sign off for now. Meet you on Monday, same timing at 9 o'clock using the same link. Thank you all for your time. Thanks. Yes, internship certificate. Yes, certificate will be given from the Durga soft, right? Yes, certificate will be provided. Okay, fine. Yeah. Yeah, good evening. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 20 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 10 plus years of experience in Python environment. My experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django-based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, CP, right? So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether the voice is clear, whether it is visible or not, right? Yes. Yeah, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes. Fine. Thank you. Yes, I got enough confirmations. Thank you. Fine. So as part of today's, I'll be covering the following. The queries, agile queries will be giving time at the end of the session, right? And at the end of the session, I'll be briefing you about how the course and course details present. Fine. Starting with why Python. Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. All of a sudden, why Python has got a great book? Reasons which make Python suddenly so popular, right? And who can learn Python? There is no prerequisite for learning Python. Anyone can update with Python, right? Yes. Python statements look like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programming languages. And how Python was built, right? By taking the features and advantages from different other programming languages. So it has taken some features or some advantages from one programming and some features and advantages from other programming. It is from multiple programming languages. It has taken the features. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Python usage. Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python. The company using Python. And Python comparison with the programming languages. What are the flexible features you see Python which you won't see in other programming languages? And one by one reasons Python is suddenly super popular, which makes Python super popular today. And why mostly Python is chosen today? Python is mostly preferred for implementing different domains of different high-end technologies also, right? And what is the current job market of Python? And what is the scope of Python in the coming years? And what is the current job market? Right? Yes. So this is what I'll be seeing tomorrow, right? Yes. Starting with why Python. Explain Python in 5 lines. It is a general purpose programming. Python is a general purpose programming. What do you mean by general purpose programming, right? Before Python, there were some programming languages, like if you heard about these programming languages, like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? These programming languages are purpose-based languages. These are purpose-based used for a specific purpose, not for all the purposes, right? Yes. This program. So Pascal for complicated mathematical applications, Fortran for scientific applications, COBOL for business applications. Means these are purpose-based languages. They are used for a specific purpose. But a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a language we call it as general purpose programming. A language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a language we call it as general purpose programming. So Python is a kind of programming where any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python, like web applications, automation applications, gaming applications, networking applications, desktop applications, right? In so many varieties of applications you can develop today by using Python. Multi-programming features. What all the features you see in different programming languages? What all the features you see in different other programming languages? All the features you are going to see in Python. It has taken, as I said, because of these multiple programming features, we call Python as a hybrid language. We call Python as a hybrid language. High level language. Python is a high level language. There are two types of languages I can cite. Yes. Two types of languages. Two types of languages. Two types of languages. Low level languages and high level languages. Low level languages and high level languages. Low level and high level languages. See this low level languages. Low level language examples of these low level languages like assembly level language or machine level language. Assembly level language or machine level language. These are not human understandable. These are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. Secondly, they are not portable. The code cannot be carried from one system to another system. And they are machine dependent. They are machine dependent. They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are machine dependent. Yes, they cannot run all the hardware and all the operating system. They cannot run on all the hardware and operating system, right? High level language Python, high level languages like Python, right? They're easily understandable. The statements look like normal English statements, and they are portable. Code can be carried from system to system. They are machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. So human understandable, they are portable and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Low level and high level language. So Python is a high level language. Interpreted language. Interpreted language means interpretation, line by line execution, right? Which makes debugging easy. So here also we see two categories of languages: compilation languages and interpretation languages. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation example like C language, and interpretation example like Python. Talk about what you mean by compilation. If you've got some lines of code, think about some 20 lines of code. It executes at all the 20 lines at a time. It executes once. It executes 20 lines at once and displays if it has got any errors. This is stupid as well. But Python, if you have some lines of code, statement by statement, it is going to execute statement by statement, right? That is interpretation, line by line execution. And Python is a user-friendly programming, or programmer-friendly programming language. So, general purpose programming, any kind of application developed by using Python, it has got multiple programming features because it has hybrid language, high-level language, can be portable and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating system, interpreted language and execution, right? User-friendly or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntax, it looks like normal English statements. Now, Python has got what programming features? Python has procedural oriented programming features. That's got procedural oriented programming features. Example like C language. Python has got the features of procedural oriented like C language. It has also got the features of object oriented programming. It has got the features of object oriented programming. Object oriented programming features like C++, Java. That's got the features of C++, Java. Has got the features of scripting features. Scripting features like example like shell script. Example like script. Like modular programming features. Right? Example like modular 3. Example like modular 3. See, just like C language, you can develop applications like C++, like Java, like shell script. Like modular 3, you can develop different varieties of applications. See, if you talk the two major programming languages, Python, Java, the two major programming languages used for enterprise application creations. But Java programmer developers are strictly restricted on object-oriented programming features. Without object-oriented programming, right, they cannot write a single Java programmer application. Compulsory, everything they should be within a class and object. In Python, with object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, you can have different varieties of applications. That's the reason Python is mostly used today. And also, it is mostly used in different higher technologies as an implementation language, implementing the different domains, right? And Python is one of the best scripting languages. It's mostly used for scripting, right? In writing automation scripts in DevOps environment, in IoT, in robotics, right? And modular programming, right? Python has got a great boom because of this modular programming only. Python is providing thousands of modules, 89,300 individual modules. Python is providing for different environments. Whatever environment, Python is providing modules for every environment, right? Yes. So if I talk more on these modules, Python is providing modules, whatever environments. From testing, Python has got modules for testing. For networking, Python has got modules for networking. For data science, for big data, for database, for every environment, Python is providing modules. For example, for data science, Python is providing nearly 10 to 15 modules, like NumPy, CP, Pandas, Matplotlib, CP, Scikit. In this way, Python has got many modules for this data science environment. So it is providing separate modules. Not only for this, for every environment, it is providing modules. For computer application, for environment, like console environment. So Python has got modules. Big data, right? For data generation, like it has got a PySpark. It's a separate package given by Python, right? Python uses separate modules. Upon this, even for testing of test cases, right? Python was separate modules, right? And also for networking environment, environment, so modules Python has got, right? And apart from that, for operating system activities, the name of the module is OS for different operating system kinds of activities. Also, it should be database. Python is providing module. Oracle, Python connected with Oracle. A separate module is like CX_Oracle is the name of the module using which Python can easily connect any database. For example, MySQL, we have got MySQL connector, we have got, right? So for every database, Python providing a module. It is not as complex as other programming languages connecting with databases. You need to have a lot of knowledge on this drivers or like just the module and the connecting the like using password is enough, right? To connect with any database. Even SQL Server, Python has got a module like IODBC. This way, for any kind of databases, Python has got separate modules, not only for database, but formats like Excel file. By writing Python code only, I can generate Excel file. I can write Python code, execute it, go in check Excel file will be created in the location that you have provided with whatever name you have given it. By writing Python code only, I can create sheets within the Excel file. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. You can write some of extra code and execute it. Go in check in the Excel sheet. Sheet 1, sheet 2 will be created. Into the sheet I want to write data. From sheet 2 I want to read data. I can perform all these writing operations. Not only for Excel files, comma, separated files, JSON files, JavaScript object notations, like in any kind of file formats, PDF files, so writing Python code to PDF files, JSON files, XML files, any types of file formats. We have got separate modules Python providing. For CSV, the name of the module itself is CSV. For JSON, the name of the module is JSON. And for mathematical operations, Python has got math module. So math module, very simple, right? If I'm talking on these modules, a simple example like, for example, I want to find square root of a number. I want to find square root of a number. For that, I just import math modules. Within the math module, we have got many functions available for different functionalities. To find square root, just what is there. I want to find the square root of 4. How simple importing the math module? Within that, we have got a square functionality. So if you want to know what is present in the math module, there is a help function in Python which helps with the syntaxes of different tables. Tomorrow's session, I'll brief you how simple I'll show you sample codings of Python, sample snippets of Python, right? Understand, and also generating graphs in Python, right? Statistical operations, and for generating graphs. Any types of graphs generated today using Python. Normal graph, bar graphs, histogram, scatter plots, sack plot, pie graphs, any types of graphs that with simple access. Without any knowledge in Python, I'll make you understand, right? The generation of graphs. In tomorrow's class, I'll show you a couple of graphs. Just observe going for it. With zero programming knowledge, right? You can easily understand how simple generating graphs in Python. In this way, thousands of modules Python is providing. 89,000 different modules. So before you upgrade with technology, you need to understand where exactly Python is used. So I was talking what are the real applications? Real-time applications. Python mostly used in the creation of web applications. A lot of web applications for developing products. Especially you may ask, right? Yes. Java languages are mostly used from last 20-25 years in developing web application. Why again Python, right? Python has a framework like Django. At a rapid speed, you can develop web application. Django at rapid speed, you can develop a web application with very simple syntax. Has got one database also collected. Yes, flexible features is available. 40% of code is generated automatically, right? Yes, you do necessary modifications. Apart from that, Python mostly used today in automation applications, right? A lot of automation applications are getting developed by using Python, using technologies like data science, using technologies like DevOps. Talk about this IoT, Internet of Things. It is a physical network device connected with software, sensors, electronics for collecting data, for exchanging data, and control the things in the place where you are. Right? Simple way, IoT, electronic devices can communicate with each other. So there is 90% going in Python. Let's start scripts using Python. We talk about data science. Everything deals with the data. Data has got experience. Data has got future reference. Using data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classification, data clustering, data recommendations. It's a blend of techniques. Meaning what is in data science, ML, machine learning. So in machine learning, we have got many techniques, application, classification, clustering, recommendations. For all the techniques to implement, you require the language. Code you require language. So Python is the mostly used programming for machine learning, data science, AI, things. So Java is never preferred for this kind of thing. And one more thing Python is mostly for big data environment. Big data is like it allows tables of data, M's of data, GBs, even terabytes, but data is reached super bytes. 1 terabyte equal to 1024. 1 terabyte equal to 1024 TBs. So for this every application, it's most applications generated in petabytes. For this huge data storage, for huge data processing, you have got big technologies like Durga, Spark, especially Spark, very speed processing technology which processes at a very rate of speed. Right. It is implemented by language Python, right? It is implemented by Python language called PySpark. So apart from that, even Python is used for scientific applications. Especially for Python, scientific Python, scientific Python, and for analysis, numerical analysis. Right? That is going to be able to NumPy, numerical Python, even the graphical user interface for animations, right? Like some of the modules, and not only this game animations, even that major area like today for game development. For game development, a lot of games are getting using Python. Single user, multi-user, online games, especially for game development, Python providing a separate framework. Games, it's a separate framework in Python for developing games in Python. One more framework also is like Python, and for 3D games, 3D rendering libraries like Python. In this way, even today, like Python mostly in game environment, and even for testing or test cases, Python is used, and even for scheduling tasks, right? Therefore, Python is providing a and for software development. Even software developers make use of Python as a support language for business applications, right? Python is one of the best in developing e-commerce websites. Apart from some of the hottest applications of Python, like database applications. Without database, there is no application. Python can connect with any database. Yes, so no more. Yes, I'll just come back to queries. Yes, once just a minute. I'll come back to all your general queries. So apart from this, right, Python for network applications, not only modules, separate framework like We say given by Python network applications are for network programming, and for web scraping, right? Scraping data or harvesting data, extracting data from data sites. We have got modules like URL, like BS4, beautiful modules for this web scraping, like scraping data from Amazon, right? BS4, BS4. Apart from this, not only for computer, right? Even for electronics or environment, even for embedded applications. The most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its completion, and also for carrot applications, and for audio applications, many applications getting out of using Python. Yes, and for computer vision, right? Yes. For color detection, face detection, for object detection, right? Yes, and computer vision, and for data analysis, robotics, uh, robotics about data today with high salary tags about 40 years. And desktop applications creations, right? Desktop applications, single user console applications, right? In this way, Python we're mostly using different varieties of applications creations. These are mostly used applications we're using Python. Just like 5 minutes more. So means which is who are using Python? Who are using Python today? Most applications, right? Most applications built using Python. Yes, so Google is one of the example of application. The Google crawling was written in Java. It was 2D written in Python. Yahoo using Python. You use Python for its video sharing. Instead of using Python, the prime reason for instead of choose Python. So Python practically hybrid features, even mass Python research and values because of this multi-programming features of Python. Uber pricing algorithm implementing Python, ML, and other applications about like Quora or Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox. All these are built using Python. Now from this Netflix popular OTT platform, Netflix using secure function and for subscription related things, right? MMOG, massively multiplayer online games, and Maya powerful 3D animation which uses Python script, and iRobot for military and commercial audience. Hardware testing, right? Hardware testing. Companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all they are using Python for hardware testing purpose.